uh, Next part of syllabus I like to present mm, is pattern recognition. It's another important part of machine learning. Uh, is pattern recognition basically where we are trying to find the regularities of data. That means suppose there is a huge data. From this data, we want to find some pattern. Whether this particular pattern are present in this in a big data or pattern is not only present, so we want to find a particular pattern or similarities or similar pattern from a huge collection of data. Like for example, uh, here we basically find these regularities of data. Find symmetric portion from a huge collection of data or pattern. Suppose you want to start a business. You want to start a new business. Suppose in uh, in the time of Durga Puja, you want to start to sell something to earn money. Now, obviously, which one you will sell to get more profit? Suppose you decide I will sell cloth. I will sell shirt, pant, etc. To the community or the people. Uh, because you know the in this festival time the people are purchase the cloth. Now the cloth you should sell it in your locality. So which one you should sell? Suppose you invest a lot of money to uh, purchase some kind of shirt. Suppose the male shirt, jeans shirt. And after punjification, there may be a chances your shirt is uh, not taken by or choice by the people. That may be. Therefore, suppose you have to do you have to search something, the choice of the people. You have to take a difference, huge amount of data, like the economic condition of the locality, the particular range of the shirt which people like to purchase. Suppose the design, whether they prefer more design shirt or they prefer some official, some formal like shirt. Whether they like the casual shirt, they like the printed shirt, uh, the half sleeve, they like the half sleeve, okay. They or full sleeve. Even they like the band, particular which band. There is a lot of international band. There is a local band. Therefore, among of the the quality of the cloth, maybe the cotton, chiffon, or etc., or the other qualities. Uh, so, what type of shirt they usually purchase from the market? That you have to know. Otherwise, you can start a business because you may invest the money, but there is no profit after the festival. So, what you have to do? You have to collect this all data. You have to data from the people who will purchase. After that, you have to extract the you have to extract the data. Sometimes there may be same information given by the different people in different way. So you have to filter the data. Uh, because there if the same data are repeated multiple times, then you will be ambiguity may be uh, there may be lot of ambiguity. So you have to first filter the data. Among of this, the data you have collected, then you have to group the data according to your target. I mean to say, when your target are fixed, that I will sell a jeans shirt. So you have to focus on this all criteria, all the features that associated with the jeans shirt, other than this other information. Uh, so therefore, the number of gens people in this area may be the quality of cotton, the quality of cloth they are used. So these all things we should be put together. So we have to group the information. In technical sense, that is called the classification. We have to grouping them. Then after taking this group, we have to decide which particular band or which particular type of shirt we should collect, or we invest money for which particular shirt. Then for starting this business. Otherwise, what will happen? You will you will invest a lot of money. You will not get as much profit as you calculated. So when we are thinking about a particular pattern, suppose uh, there is a satellite pictures. A satellite a picture given to you. From these pictures, you are finding you want to finding the total wetland in a particular area. Total wetland in a particular area. Then how you will find? Because from if you analysis of satellite pictures, you say more or less they are the same. This is not a perfect picture. From this picture, you can instantly say this is the wetland, this is the paddy field, this is the forest. You can say in such a way. So therefore, you have to decide first who is quality of color, who is pattern, who is particular look alike portion of the picture is wetland. Then after getting this type of region, after confirm, after make certainly identify this particular region, then you have to extract the features. So his features, the color, the texture, so there may be the not the structure, so the color, the pattern which is associated with this particular region. You have to first find out. Then after gathering this all information, you have to you have to make a group. This group of data if present, or this collected data if this type of pattern of data is present, then this is wetland. Therefore, after grouping this all information, all data about a wetland, then you should apply, you search all the satellite pictures. So finding the total amount, total number of wetland in a particular region. Therefore, I maybe the other example given. Suppose from a paddy field, you want to because here is a big paddy field. Suppose. And if you if you practically want to visit this paddy field and find out this who is the who is portion of the crops is being corrupted by different insect, then this will be a huge time consuming. How do you find this which portion of the paddy field is being destroyed by the insect? There may be, if you take overall pictures, and if you find out this after infected by the after insect, the the features, the color, the pattern, and the pattern and the colors of the actually the good condition, the paddy field which is in good conditions, if you find this particular, if you extract some information about suppose this infected regions, then using this particular information, and if you search the total field surface picture of the paddy field, then you can easily identify the amount of the land which is affected by the insect during the seasons of the paddy seasons. So when basically I want to describe the basically where the we need to consider the big data, where the data volume is very large, which is not there is such algorithm in our computer in our computer science which can easily or perfectly find out the amount, the particular search based on the particular search criteria, the number of repetition of particular pattern, then we have to go for the uh, pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is the automated discovery of regularities of data. That means we should find out a particular pattern automatically, use our the high processing power of high processing power to find a or a repetition of the patterns from a collection of data or huge collection of data. So where the data is in huge volume, then we have to go for the pattern recognition algorithm to find a particular, to solve a particular problem or find a particular pattern from the huge collection of data. Uh, so what is pattern recognition? Uh, Duda and Hart, according to the Duda and Hart, that is the assignment of physical object or event to one of the several specified categories. So, what I say in our first example, that we want to start a business. First, you have to set some target. Based on the target, we should find out. We should find we should find the features. Which features may uh, fulfill the target. Then from this feature, we have to choose, we have to select it, the particular feature which is associated to fulfill the target. So the assignment of physical object or event to one of the several specified categories, one of the several specified categories, simply is the automated discoveries of regularities of data. This is the pattern recognition. What is pattern? It an object, process, or event that can be given a name. So pattern may be an object. Suppose we want to find out a particular position, particular design from a scene. So this in this case, this pattern is an object. It may be a process. Suppose in case of the process or event, uh, suppose there is a there are some problems where uh, to solve this particular problem, there may be we need some categories of the methods which uh, can use to solve similar type of problems. So which there is maybe an algorithm or method which can be appropriate for solving solving this. Suppose there is uh, some type of the problems. Sometimes we search solution of a given problem which is actually unknown, but we want to find out the similar problem which is solved previously. Using our experience, we are trying to solve the current problem. So that is called A pattern may be an object or process or event that can be given a name. So the name is, we have to give a name to a particular pattern. Pattern class or category is a set of patterns sharing common attributes, usually originating from the same source. So when we are considering a group of patterns, similar pattern, more or less they are similar. By they are similar in the sense actually which feature we have selected for defining a pattern. Based on these features which we have grouped or we have selected, based on if this feature is found in the other pattern, then we call this pattern is similar to this our selected patterns, and this collection of patterns, if you give some name, this called a class name, or this is a pattern class. Recognition or classification, given object are assigned to the pres- uh, prescribed classes. What does this mean? When you find or when we find you have a class, you have a pattern class. Based on this class specification, when you find from a big data, from a collection of data, similar type of features, then you say, then this process of finding the similar type of pattern is called the recognition or the classification. This is called the recognition. A classifier is a machine or automated process which perform classification. So classification, we are talking about the big data. We are talking about the huge collection of data. Therefore, we have to process this data with help of some appropriate algorithm. This algorithm, the process is known as the classifier. So therefore, pattern recognition is simply, you can say, is the automatic discovery of regularities of data. We should find the similar pattern from a huge collection of data. The mechanism which is associated with this similar collection of which are associated with these activities we should learn in this subject. Now the applications where we can apply the pattern recognition. Uh, First of there is some applications given in here. So maximum application is statistical data analysis. In case of the statistical data analysis, for suppose for the present scenario, how the economy will be revived. It's a big challenge because this lockdown is going on and it's increasing. So we have to collect the data from the all the part of the society. We have to there is some international issues. There is some the government policies. Everything we have to consider. There is some lot of models, economy models. Basically, the status in case of data statistical analysis, there is huge scope of pattern recognition. I will discuss all things later. First, I am put some application fields which are more demanding for pattern recognition. Signal analysis. This is another problem. Uh, Suppose the speech recognition. When you want to find out a particular speech from the huge collection of the speech, when my gatherings, suppose all people are speaking, there is a lot of collection of the people voice. From this voice, you should want to find a particular voice. Now, this is a big chance. There is no still now. There is no as such algo that is exactly find out this or at a first time find out the particular recognize able to recognize the particular voice. So as you know, the voice itself is a consists of different parameters. There is a lot of factors. Maybe the the capturing qualities of this device, the the qualities of the microphones, the quality of the recorders, the quality of the background noise, the other the temperatures. So many if the temperature is related with the voice, there may be the temperature, maybe the other sounds or noise that present in that period, maybe the other maybe the range of the range of the voice, maybe the internal maybe the suppose the internal problem of the speaker. Sometimes there may be the pronunciation problem, there may be this is not a pronunciation problem, there may be some the language for they are using the same language, but the way they are expressing the same language is a different way than our traditional uh, in a normal way. Then maybe there are a lot of problems involved there. So signal analysis or speech analysis is another is a one portion where pattern recognition is hugely applicable. Information retrieval, I have given a lot of examples for information retrieval. There may be weather forecasting. There's another, there are a lot of factors involved. Weather forecasting. Bioinformatics, this another portion. Suppose the fingerprint detection, the iris detection. So these all things are is basically a collection of the here collection of different features. Huh? Some feature may be the prominent, some feature may not be the prominent, but you can't say this feature is prominent. This all this feature is prominent. Here also you have to decide based on their based on this particular application. Suppose some application, some feature of the fingerprint, or maybe the iris is prominent for a particular application, and for other application, the feature may be the not such prominent as we consider for the first application. So actually, based on this particular application, we have to define this which magnitude values is given to a particular features or not. So this all depend on the situation of the applications. So another maybe the data compression problem. The compression problem, they are also highly applicable of pattern recognition. Machine learning, is a part of the machine learning. Uh, so in our here written, suppose optical character recognition, handwriting check. There's a lot of factor involved with handwriting check. The way some person is written, the finger configuration, the finger pattern. There may be some problem with some fingers. There may be there a lot of their approaches. Some left hand, some some person like to uh, yeah, right using their right hand. Some person write in the left hand. So there's a lot of problem involved. Sorting letter by postal code. So this another input device for PDA applications. So detect detector fee for the detection, device for the digital detection analysis, like that. PDA. Printed text reading machine for bind printing. This is another one. Digitization of a text documents. When you digitize a text, suppose you have a document, you want to convert this document in the digital documents. When so we have to modify each letter into appropriate or equivalent the digital letter. Suppose some person there's an a particular a character is written by 10 people in different way. form this difference way, a difference symbol of A, symbolic representation of A, we have to find out this alphabet A. So this is one of the application of the pattern recognition. Biometrics, I already mentioned speech recognition, fingerprint recognition, face recognition, verification, retrieval. Face recognition is, we have in general we select the particular portion of our face which is basically in nature become unique from others. It is nature unique in nature, but maybe some when these features are not as appropriate as finding a particular face, then we have to may require to consider other portion of the face. So this is not a specified solution for face recognition. When a typical case is found, then we have to consider the more portion of the face according to our input input data. Diagnostic systems, medical diagnostic, X-ray, EK, EKG, that is the ECG. EKG and ECG are equivalent. Machine diagnostic, oyster detection, whether the any portion is wasted in our bodies or any some unwanted things happen or gather in our body, we can easily find out using the using the device of pattern recognition. Military applications, automated target recognition. Suppose you are continuously monitoring the sky. If there is some particular pattern has came in your scene, you are looking by some device that sky whether any particular missile or any other such device uh, uh, has came or has come or not. When a particular pattern, new pattern in your scene came, then you can easily identify there is something which is not a known pattern. So therefore, the military or the army person would be more conscious about this particular portion which is being shown in which is being seen in this particular in their capturing scene. Image segmentation and analysis. This is another portion. Image segment analysis, recognition from aerial or satellite photograph. I already given some example or image segmentation or analysis. Or suppose a common example is finding whether the water body present in the Mars or not, or there is a particular mineral present in the moon or not. How do you find? Because you can't go there, you can dig there to find this particular mineral. So how do you find this whether a particular mineral present in the moon or not, or where the percentage of the what call oxygen is present in this moon or not. If they if this oxygen present, how much oxygen in this moon, how do you find? Suppose you will got a picture, satellite pictures are from this of the moon, then analysis these pictures. If you find this, if for oxygen if this particular pattern are found, so you first analyze the pattern. Which pattern represent the oxygen? Represent the presence of oxygen in the air. If this particular if the particular pattern ever detected or grouped, or you have classified this particular pattern, then you have to search whether this pattern in this capture snap in the from the satellite of moon. If this pattern is found, then this oxygen is found. Then analysis this oxygen is not found, then oxygen is not found. Or particular mineral. If this particular pattern is found, then we can guess there is maybe a chances of this pagan of this particular mineral in this moon. So image segmentation analysis is one of the is a field where we can apply the pattern recognition. So it has in general it has huge applications depend on our computing capabilities and the knowledge. We should apply this pattern recognition technique to to our known to our known to solving the problems. Uh, Component of recognition systems. As I discussed, you find first we have to find this particular region, particular the field of pattern. Which pattern? Particular, suppose maybe the pattern, maybe the satellite satellite image, maybe the uh, speech, collection of speech. So first is pattern. Then then part of the portion of the pattern is sensor or p-processing. That means you have to set the sensor, something camera, sometimes the other sensor. Uh, we have to the give some devices which will sense, which will which will take the values of the inputs based on the set values, based on predefined features. Which feature we said, we feature we take, suppose the temperatures. When you will take the temperature, you have to take the thermometer like sensor. That means when you are taking the humidity, then you have to take the humidity of the particular type of sensor. We take the humidity. And p-processing means you have to design your sensor as appropriate as your application need. That means you are working on the real applications. There's a variety of variety distribution of their input values. Eh, there may be some Gaussian, not necessary. All the values are distributed by the Gaussian distributions. That means symmetric way. There's a lot of difficulties may found. So you have to set this particular features, minimum values, maximum values. You have to set. So the first portion you have to set the sensor as well as you need some p-processing. Next portion is your feature extraction. You have to put some logic. By this logic, the first logic, this is one of the logic by which we are extracting the features. We are assigning this. Suppose for height we have logic this feature, logic this criteria for extracting these height features, and this for weight we are extracting this another features. For height and weight, but combining height weight, we are we have putting this criteria. So based on this criteria, we have to extract the features. So feature extraction is the next portion. There's a lot of technique is available for extracting features. Next portion is classifier. Classifier is grouping these features. That means when you extract, suppose you have extracted 100 features. Among the features, uh, 50 features are for particular application, particular representing some particular purpose, and another 50 features are representing another particular applications. So we have to group them according their uh, values or according their natures, behaviors. So we need a classifier. We have to put the classification process. Then we have to define the class. Class means based on the classification or grouping them, the group is known as the class. It's called the class assignment. When its target is fixed, then we have to apply our technique to find this particular pattern, how the pattern is represent, how the pattern is present in a particular how a particular targeted pattern is present in a particular pattern. In this case, sometimes we need some knowledge. The teacher is basically representing some knowledge base. Sometimes the extracting features, the classification, maybe the knowledge base, or you have to use some previous experience or your own experience or your expertise. Suppose you are expertise in the your GIS system. Then when we are surveys, we are taking this, we are want to find how many wetland in a particular region. Then we have to use your previous knowledge. You have to use your own knowledge, your expertise to find the criteria for selecting the wetland from a satellite image. So the feature extraction classifier, this is the part of our learning algorithm. Learning algorithm means is the supervised learning. I have discussed in the previous lecture supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning means we have some basic knowledge. Based on this knowledge, we will move forward for finding the current solution. Sensor and pre-processing. What is the function of sensor and pre-processing? I had already discussed a feature extraction aim to create discrimination feature good for classification. So we have to again we have to put the criteria of a particular feature. Suppose the height. I am saying that in our previous example, we will take this height. In general, human height may be the suppose 2 feet to the suppose 3 feet to the 7 feet normal, 7 feet to the 7 feet. But we have to put the criteria which particular height is required for our applications. So feature extraction aim to create discrimination features good for classifications. A classifier, I already said, is basically based on our knowledge. We are grouping the features, our extracted features. A teacher is basically the knowledge base, provide information about the hidden state, or that is the supervised learning that I already discussed. A learning algorithm set uh, pattern recognition from training example. Training example means that is a known or our known input. Based on the known input, we will take further decision. So overall pattern recognition is that we have to define some target first. Based on this target, we have to put some environment. Environment, we have to make some sensor, or we have to do some we have to put some criteria. We have to make as appropriate as for our current problem. Then we have to select some features which is requires for solving our problem. Suppose you want to make your room your room environment atmosphere automatic. That means if you feel hot, the AC will on. If you feel cold, the AC should move to uh, your AC should temperature should be higher. So if your room is now automatic, so there is a lot of features need to be captured, like temperature, humidities, pace, pressure, pressure, environment, air pressure, etc. Therefore, the presence of the oxygens. If this is part of your room temperatures, room environments. So these all things you have to capture. Then based on these captured features, you have to group them. We have the which features are required for this part for our present problem. Then this called the classifier. So classifier classifier are grouping these features, and then we have to assign this particular name of this group. This name of this group is called the class. From this class, if the class is defined, then we will search whether the class is present in our data set. If the present in data set, then this criteria will be fulfilled, otherwise not. That means in our first example, we are starting the business. After markets are, after taking knowledge from the market, if we after extracting this feature, define the class that we want to sell the, jeans shirt. If the criteria is not matched with respect to our present locality, then we will not put our money for this business. We will look for other business. So this the criteria, or this the component for pattern recognition.